Hello. Real quick, I just want to give you a SEO audit of your website and your Google business listing so that you can rank higher for all of the relevant search terms. So first off, this site looks awesome. I really like it. The food looks great. I'm sure you guys are really excited to be able to open the restaurant soon. It does look like there's a bit of content that hasn't been written, like this here. It hasn't been written yet. So the website's not really finished, seems like. So just so you know how Google works, usually it takes around 6 months to rank a website if you're actively doing SEO. There's a bit of a lag. Usually you will rank pretty well for the keyword that your business name is. So since you're named Masala Indian Cuisine, you should rank for that keyword, as well as since it's your domain name. But yeah, looks like there's a lot of areas that don't have all the content. The page speed load time is a little bit slow. You might want to look into some page speed optimizations. What is that called? WordPress Rocket. A lot of people use that for page speed optimizations. But anyways, so just so you know how Google works, Google is a bot that goes on your website and it crawls the pages to figure out what your website is about. So if you don't have specific keywords you're trying to rank for inside of the content, then Google won't know what your website is about and you won't be able to rank for them. So this is kind of how Google sees your page. Just looks, I already loaded it. Look, these are all the keywords, or all the words that you use in the website and where you use them, the H1, H2, H3, and H4 tags. And so it's really important to know what keywords you're trying to target and then put them inside of the content indiscreetly. So when I look up your site on any of the SEO tools, it doesn't really show any data because your website is so brand new. So they're not going to have data on your site. But even if you did have data, you probably wouldn't be ranking until you start doing off-page SEO, which is something called backlinks. So if you want to be ranking for a lot of keywords such as Indian restaurants in Florence, Italy, best Indian restaurant near me, those types of high-value keywords, then you're going to need to do something called off-page SEO, which is getting backlinks. So this is one of your competitors. When I looked up Indian restaurants in Florence, Italy, I just clicked on the first one that was ranking, and it's this guy. Wait, that almost looks like your husband. It's very similar. Anyways, notice how there's more content. The longer content ranks better than the shorter content does. So if you're able to include more words and include specific keywords you're trying to rank for, see how he adds the keywords in the content: Indian restaurants in Florence, Indian traditional food. He has the keywords bolded. That's a great example of what you want to be doing. Indian food in Florence. Yep, and I usually bold the keyword just like he does as well. That also helps with SEO. Ethnic restaurants in Florence. Those are some other keywords. So if I put his website into the tool, you can see he's getting around 270 organic traffic every month. And these are the specific keywords he's ranking for. His brand name, Ristorante Indiano Firenze, that gets searched 600 times every month, and he's in position number 2. So that's really good. Natalia in India, Ristorante Indiano, searched 1,500 times a month. Indian restaurant in Florence gets searched 40 times a month. Indian restaurant in Florence, Italy, 100 times, etc. Oops. So these are the types of keywords you want to be targeting in your content. And then after you have longer content with the specific targeted keywords inside of it, then you're going to want to get backlinks. And once you have backlinks, then you're going to be ranking higher for all of the keywords you're indexed for. So if there's a specific phrase you want to be ranking for example, your business name, then you'll just put that in the content multiple times and start ranking for it. I'm sure there's other businesses who are outranking you for your business name as of now, because you were saying that you're not ranking for this keyword unless you put the city, because there's other similarly named businesses in the world who are going to be outranking you if you don't do some off-page SEO. So some other tips. When I did a site audit with my other tool, is Serve for SEO, it just gave a couple of issues. Notice that you don't have any backlinks that your competitors have. So here are some backlinks that your competitors have already. TripAdvisor.co.uk, all the TripAdvisor ones, Medium. These are the very basic backlinks that it stole from your competitors. Interlinking, you have some errors. Looks like you don't have a terms of use page. Yep. You don't have very many keywords inside of your content. So these are the types of keywords they recommend putting in. Restaurants in Scandisi. You don't have it in any of the in the content at all. Indian restaurants, you don't have in the content at all, etc. And your competitors, they have it over 6 times. And so they suggest doing it this amount of times, but you have it almost 0. You have 2 of this one, authentic Indian. This is what I was saying about the basic SEO. It looks like you have too many words in H2 tags to H6 tags. So that means instead of having normal little sentences for the H tags, you're having whole paragraphs, because you have 273 words. So I don't know if that might be a mistake with the plugin you used or how you use the plugin. But what an H tag is, so you have an H1 tag, which is your header. So for example, on this page, it should be our menu. Oh, sorry. It's 2 a.m. here. Or this should be your H1 tag. Masala Indian Cuisine for this page. And then you should have H2 tag, high professional service, etc. But not all of this content shouldn't be in the H tags. So it's saying you don't have any exact keywords in the titles, don't have any keywords in the body, no keywords in the H1 tags. That's what I was just saying. So if you want to be ranking for a specific keyword, it's good to put them in the H1 tags, the titles. SEO is pretty complicated, to be honest with you. It's not really something that you could just Google and figure out in a day. There's a lot that goes into it. Just to rank for your own business name, I would suggest putting the business name in the H1 tags, making this instead of an image, making this a tag content, and then doing some backlinks. If you can't afford to hire an actual SEO to do backlinks, I can point you into the right direction to buy some backlinks. This guy, Link Daddy, he does pretty quality backlinks for $30 per campaign. I use him sometimes in my campaigns for SEO for my clients. But you definitely need some backlinks in order to rank. The other thing I wanted to mention is your GMB. Since your GMB is brand new, it's not ranking at all, but we can still look it over really quick. Oh, where is it? Sorry, let me find it again. So here's your GMB. In order to rank your Google business listing for the different keywords, you want to have lots of photos. Right now you only have 4 photos. Try to have at least 25 to 30. And before you upload the photos, name them as the keywords that I was mentioning earlier. The ones, with the location and what you do. Describe what you do as the names of the photos. Next thing you're going to want to do is add a business description. A fully written out business description with 750 characters, explaining what you do and using keywords inside of the content. Then you'll want to get a phone number, add the business hours, You're going to need to get citations. That's the other thing that ranks the GMB. Oh shoot, I don't have Italy. Well, I can show you US's at least. A lot of these are worldwide anyways. So, restaurants. Things like Yelp, TripAdvisor, Zomato, Yellow Pages, Facebook, OpenTable, Foursquare, etc. All of these websites, as you get your business listed in them, it's going to make your GMB rank higher, as well as your website as well, as that's also another form of backlinking. So the more you have, the higher you're going to rank. Usually I get around 100 when I first start SEO, and then I add up to around 200 by the second or third month. And that's pretty much the basics. So getting lots of photos, getting citations, you're going to need to get a ton of reviews, and that's all you'll need to do for the Google business listing. And then for the website, suggest fixing the H tags at least and getting a lot of backlinks. But don't just buy super cheap backlinks off of Fiverr, because they will lower your rank. The other thing I would suggest doing is adding a lot more content to your website and putting specific keywords inside of the content. Hopefully that helps you. Let me know if you have any questions. If you do want to hire out your SEO, I'd be happy to optimize the website for you, get it to load faster, and fix all the on-page SEO and stuff, and then do a monthly package to get backlinks as well. But it just depends on your budget. I know it's hard to pay somebody when you're first starting out a business, but I think it will be worth it to you in the long run. If you're, after you launch the business and you have some capital to invest in the business. Thanks. Let me know if you have any other questions.